You know, Priya, why they want a JPC? Because a JPC has far lesser teeth than a Supreme Court monitored panel, first of all. They want this to play out in the political theatre. They know that if a Supreme Court panel is there, then the BJP or the Adani or any of their propagandas, that will get a clean chit. That is their whole thing. They want this to play out for the politics. They want to milk this. Even in demonetization, they did the same. But the Supreme Court report came out that it was perfectly legal. In the Rafale case also, they wanted this to draw out. But once the Supreme Court came out with its verdict, Rahul Gandhi had to offer an unconditional apology. Truth is, Priya, SEBI has already, before this panel also, investigated 70 of Adani's entities, including the promoters themselves. And none of them have been convicted. In fact, the decision has been in their favor. Not just that, Samir Vora, the brother-in-law of Mr. Adani, he has had charges pressed by the DRI. Nobody has been subjected to more legal scrutiny than the Adani group. That was further challenged in the appellate tribunal, which gave a clean chit. That appellate tribunal was further challenged in a court of law, and it upheld the decision of the appellate tribunal. Even the Karnataka Lokayukt has investigated them in the past. So the truth is, we've been very irresponsible, Priya. The fact is, a foreign reckless company which revels in short-circuiting, in making money by the destruction of other company, comes with a report which is under investigation by their own judiciary department in US. It comes up with a report and we managed to lose a substantial amount of wealth. I think there are key lessons to be learnt here. Never should we ever be so vulnerable where we trust a foreign report armed with propaganda by Trojan horses in our country, and we fall for this sort of propaganda. Of course, the clean chit will come. We will take time for that. But today it is getting clearer by the day that there was no stock manipulation. And look at the Hindenburg report. It talks about pledging shares as a collateral or a rigged manipulation. They are not even aware that it's a standard global practice that you do pledge shares to raise capital. All of Adani's projects have been capital intensive. In fact, you'll be shocked. They say that Adani is severely under debt. It is under debt of 2.2 lakh crores, but it has assets worth 5 lakh crores, for crying out loud. Moody's is on record saying Adani is in a fine position as far as debt is concerned, as far as its recurring income is concerned.
Right.
So
Sanjay Hegde, even the report says that all these concerns around volatility were addressed. There were steps that were taken. Would you still think that what Mr. Jairam Ramesh is saying, that JPC is the only way to find the right answers, is the right way to go for this?
Well, Mr. Ramesh is entitled to his opinion. He may think that a JPC is a more valid way where all evidence can come out in Parliament's domain and from there on to the public. Right now, what has happened is there is this kind of halfway house where allegations are being made and the Supreme Court says, okay, we'll put in a panel of experts and let them come with a report. Now, what the panel of experts have so far said is that at this moment, we cannot find conclusive proof one way or the other. We need some more time. So we are in that classic sentence that absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. So you can't jump around saying this is a clean chit, this was a foreign company which was into some kind of predatory attack on India. Listen, Adani is a conglomerate which, as events have now proved, are controlled by Mr. Gautam Adani, who's an Indian citizen, and Mr. Vinod Adani, who's a citizen of Cyprus. Now, with two different brothers controlling it through a layer of companies, coming to a conclusive decision one way or the other, even for a Supreme Court appointed committee of experts, is going to take time. I will not be jumping the gun and saying, yes, here is the conclusive proof, here is the smoking gun, or this is what the Supreme Court committee has said. The Supreme Court committee has laid down certain other exercises which it wants SEBI to follow. It has laid down the roadmap with regard to the related parties, the 13 companies which it wants to check further. We have to wait for it to play out. As far as Hindenburg is concerned, that passage which you referred to, what what the report basically takes note of the fact that there was short selling, then the report comes out, and people who were short selling even before the report came out must have made a substantial amount of money. This is the same question that many others have asked Hindenburg. And Hindenburg also said that they had found a way to short Adani shares in the Indian market, which is not normally open to a foreign company or a foreign conglomerate. What Hindenburg has done is been done by many others. There was a group called Muddy Waters, which produced a report with regard to the Shetty group of companies in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates. One of the richest people in the world, he owned Western Union at that point of time. That conglomerate went down. The fallout is still unraveling. Adani so far seems to have survived.
Okay, but sir, relation to the investigations that have been conducted, there are other short sellers also. It is a legitimate profession, but when it comes to Hindenburg, this was the SEBI submission that when investigations were done earlier, it took from 5 years to 9 years for them to establish wrongdoing, and now here SEBI is asking for, they initially asked for 15 months, then 6 months, they were eventually given 3 months. Would you say it is right on the part of those who are sitting in judgment on either side to come to conclusions when even experts need that kind of time? Mr. Sanjay Hegde.
I do think that people should, whatever is the institution, if it says that, look, I've done a certain portion of the task, as of now, it is not complete.
Okay.
Till now, I have not found anything, but I don't know what the future is.
Right.
Please give me some more time. I think that these are the areas which I want to investigate.
Right. Kapil Madan, would you think that now those who have been saying that our regulatory mechanisms are not foolproof stop doubting SEBI? Kapil, could you just unmute yourself?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, please go on.
Yes, so I will just make a very short and a quick rebuttal to what my friend, Karan said. So he was making an argument that, we should not fall prey to any foreign entity publishing, any kind of critical report, with a hit job, with a propaganda and agenda in mind. And therefore, we should not really be, given so much of credibility to that report. I just want to remind Karan here, when the Bofors scandal happened, the so-called alleged Bofors scandal happened, it was discovered, in the same fashion where a foreign publication made a report, and thereafter there was a lot of hue and cry here. And let me tell you, and that time also a JPC was appointed. Now, why a JPC is appointed is to ensure that you have confidence of all the stakeholders involved